Here's an interesting predicament. You ever wake up in the morning and realize you have zero clue of your bearings? That's exactly what happened this morning. This is my bearings. Like, holy cow. Y'all remember when I came in last night, I'm like, the only thing that I have that shows where I came in is these tracks. That's it. I mean, I knew I was driving through the desert, but damn, I didn't realize I was like that. I mean, this is desert. Huh? Pretty cool nonetheless. Good morning. I am in the final stretch of my journey to Death Valley. This morning I'm waking up outside of Big Sand Dunes, which is outside of Death Valley, and I will be headed to the Rhyolite Ghost Town today. And then after that, I'll start making my ascent back up to Sacramento, California. And I'll probably stop, I'm thinking somewhere around Lake Isabella is where I'm probably gonna stop and kind of camp out and kind of break it up a little bit. So I'll have today, I'm going to Rhyolite, I'll camp out somewhere around that or around Death Valley. And then tomorrow I'll camp out somewhere around Lake Isabella, and then I'll be in Sacramento. So that is the current situation. Taking a look at that dune over there is somewhere north of 2,000 feet up in the air, which is pretty cool. And what I will say is the desert ain't hot all the time. Man, it got cold last night. I mean, real cold. So I had to deal with that. But yeah, now the next challenge is gonna be, I need to leave out that way. So the next challenge is gonna be to find how to get out of here. All right, so that is where we got to go. And it's a good thing I got those tracks because there is no road visible. And this is how it looks, 360 degrees. Fixing to head on in towards Beatty, Nevada, or Beatty, whatever it is. And then from there, go to the Rhyolite Ghost Town. And then from there, make my way back over across the state, get towards Lake Isabella, where hopefully that's where we'll end up camping tonight. I woke up to that this morning, them out there messing around on those side-by-sides and all. It's pretty cool. Be nice to be able to just come out here and play in the sand dunes, you know? Camping in the sand dunes reminds me of like camping at the beach, you know? Like if you were to camp on the beach, like when we camped at Pismo Beach, that's what this reminded me of, just like that. And then with all the side-by-sides and stuff like that, if you got a big group of people to come out here and have a party in the desert, man, what? I'm trying to tell you, that would be a good time. So when you come out here, make sure that you go to the Beatty or Beatty area to get gas. So plan your whole trip about getting gas at Beatty, Nevada. It's $3 for diesel here, and it's less than $3 for actual gas itself. So unfortunately, everywhere else tries to rape you on gas. I'm trying to find some gold while I'm out there. Let me see if I can't ask this guy. Hey man, you know where I can find some gold? Huh? Deal is you're supposed to take a selfie with this set of puppets here, and then this thing will be traveling around, and these can be found all across the world in different countries, so that's pretty cool. So of course I got a selfie. So at first, whenever I saw this thing off in the distance, I was like, what the hell is that? And then whenever I turn around and walk to it from the back, I can immediately tell that it's a woman. Let's go find out what the story is on this thing. Hey, would you look at that? The curtains match the drape. I know they're not in the best condition, but if these things can stand for near 100 years, you could live out of something like that, you know? So this was the city that started up in 1905. So they found gold in 1904, and then once they found gold, these little mining camps started setting up all over the place. That was 1905. This was 1908, and it's hard to tell in the camera. I'm gonna try to see if I can't put the actual pictures on there. This was 1907 here. This was July 4th in 1907. Nonetheless, though, that's what it became, and it started out as a big tent city. Now, here's what it was in 1907. You had 18 grocery stores, 50 saloons, 19 lodging houses, 6 barbers, 4 bakeries, 35 gaming tables, 8 doctors, and 3 railroads. So they like to eat, they love to drink, and they love to gamble. Huh? Ain't much change in Nevada. So that's pretty cool. The guy who built this in 1906, that's a 3-bedroom house, right? And the guy who built it in 1906 built it so that way he could raffle it off. And whenever he did, the winning family lived in there for years. Pretty neat, huh? Point out some quick differences between the 4-wheel camper and your traditional slide-ins that you may see. So first of all, this is fixed in the upright position, making it a whole lot more top-heavy than the 4-wheel camper whenever it's down. Second of all, you have to make these modifications to your truck that not only give you a little bit less ground clearance, but also stick out on the side, right? On the back here, you can see it's a significant monstrosity. Now it does have the fold down steps, which are pretty nice, I guess. Now, versus the 4-wheel camper, low profile. Now granted, that's a lot more space than that one over there, but not much more. And you see the low profile in this? And you can still get the 4-wheel camper bigger than the 𝐏𝐿. This is just the 𝐏𝐿 version. There's one more that's bigger. You see the difference between the two? Which one would you rather be taken out here on the off-camber trails and desert roads and stuff? Also, I guarantee you this one weighs a whole lot less versus this one. Should be a plate on it somewhere. Let's see if we can't find it. There you go. 2,050 pounds. So it's nearly, let's see, the dry weight of that one is 2,050 pounds. The dry weight of this one is 1,343. It's old school. I'd say school's out, huh? But hey man, that was pretty cool. If you like, you know, old broke down buildings and stuff, huh? Pretty neat. You wonder how long it's gonna be for like modern cities from like the, I don't know, the 60s and 70s to be kind of like these old ghost towns like that. Seems like everybody wants to live on top of one another rather than be all spread out, which is kind of odd to me, but to each their own, right? Closed. Oh, somebody's made a detour. Why is it closed? Oh. Yeah, look, the whole road washed away right there. That's wild, man. Check that out. Dang. I'm telling how long that thing's been there. Just washed away like that. It's wild. I think what I like more than these little ghost towns is the little roads out here in the desert. Man, you can go through these little roads and go all over the place. I mean, there's just road after road after road. Just go explore, man. I tell you, that's pretty damn cool. Just everywhere out here, there's just random roads. It's like, I just want to go down these random roads and see where they go. And you can. For the most part, all of this is BLM land. So get out here and explore, man. Just go have fun. Make sure that you bring plenty of fuel, though. You're going to want it. Nonetheless, we're on the way out of Death Valley. Finally get to see some trees again. That's a nice welcome scene. Look at all those Joshua trees out there. And then these. Yeah, some greenery. I'll be honest, I really like the desert, but it's nice to see some trees, you know? It is. It's nice to see some trees. Even if they are Joshua trees, it's nice to see them. Well, no, I like the other trees too. Joshua trees are cool, but I like the other trees too. Hey, speaking of Joshua trees, I can't remember what bird it is, but there's a bird that, that's how it hangs its victims there. It's pretty crazy. spikes them down on the damn Joshua trees out in the desert. You should look it up. I can't remember what documentary I was watching one time that showed that, but pretty interesting about those Joshua trees, huh? Uses the bird uses the spikes of the Joshua tree to basically fillet his catch, and he just hangs it out there and turns it to beef jerky, I guess, or not beef jerky, but turns it to jerky, I guess. And yeah, that's how that bird eats. Anyway, cool fact about the Joshua trees. So that's it for Death Valley. That's all she wrote, folks. I'm on the way out of here. As far as the ultimate overlanding rig, did I find it? Well, not quite. You see, the Ram 3500, while it's a fantastic platform for what it's doing, it's still just way too big to handle a lot of the tight, narrow passes that overlanding takes in. The ultimate overland rig is going to be a little bit smaller than this. It's going to be a little bit narrower than this, and it's going to have a shorter wheelbase than this. For what this truck is doing, it works out fantastic. The pop-up camper, 100% the best overlanding accessory that you could buy and add to your truck. It beats the heck out of a rooftop tent, beats the heck out of an off-road trailer, and it beats the heck out of camping on the ground. So, pop-up camper, yes. 3500, no. Get a smaller truck, put one of the pop-up campers on, you'll be in business. Till next time, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Peace.